No iconic rapper's journey is ever without its share of controversy. But what happens when you throw an 11-year prison sentence into the mix? Is that enough to shape a life that's larger than life itself? BG's story is more than just a headline. It's a wild ride filled with moments of luxury that make you think, wow, that's the life, and other moments of incredible resilience that'll have you questioning just how much this man has truly endured. Are you ready to see what makes his story both a testament to strength and a glimpse into the world of hip-hop royalty? Chapter 1. The lavish lifestyle of a rap icon. If there's one thing rappers love, it's living large, and BG was no exception. At the peak of his career, he went on a real estate shopping spree, snatching up mansions like they were sneakers. In 1999, he dropped a $1.5 million on a stunning New Orleans mansion. A southern masterpiece with classic architecture that reflected both luxury and his hometown pride. But the market wasn't kind. He sold it in 2004 for $800,000, taking a hit. Undeterred, he went bigger in 2005, securing a $2 million Miami penthouse with breathtaking ocean views and custom interiors. Yet again, fortune wasn't on his side. He sold it in 2010 for $1.2 million, another financial setback. Then in 2007, he grabbed a $500,000 condo in Atlanta, but the 2008 financial crisis wiped out the market. By 2012, he was forced to sell for just $33,000, a staggering loss. But if there was one place BG never took a loss, it was his insane car collection. He wasn't rolling in anything less than six figures. His go-to? A $200,000 Bentley Continental GT, the perfect blend of speed and elegance. He also rode in pure luxury with a $500,000 Rolls-Royce Phantom, complete with its iconic starlit ceiling. And when he needed to flex on the streets, he took out his $222,000 Ferrari F430 Spider, a beast of a sports car that turned heads everywhere. Still, all this wealth didn't just fall into his lap. Before the mansions, before the luxury whips, BG came from the tough streets of New Orleans, where success wasn't guaranteed. It had to be earned. Chapter 2. From street struggles to studio booths. BG wasn't born with a silver spoon in his mouth. He was born in the trenches. Life in New Orleans wasn't about luxury cars and mansions. It was about survival. At just 12 years old, he faced a life-changing tragedy. His father was murdered. Losing a parent that young, that's pain you can't even describe. Instead of breaking him, it fueled his fire. With crime, violence, and drugs surrounding him, BG had two choices: fall into the streets or find a way out. He found his escape in music, scribbling rhymes in a notebook while the world around him fell apart. At just 13, he caught the attention of Birdman, the mastermind behind Cash Money Records. A few studio sessions later, and BG wasn't just another kid on the block, he was a rising star. Chapter 3. Cash Money Glory. If you were around in the late 90s and early 2000s, you know BG wasn't just another rapper. He was hip-hop royalty. When he linked up with Lil Wayne, Juvenile, and Turk to form the Hot Boys. It was a rap. These guys dominated the rap game, dropping classics like I Need a Hot Girl and We on Fire. The album Guerrilla Warfare went platinum, proving they weren't just local stars. They were global icons, but BG wasn't about to be outshined. His solo career took off like a rocket, and he gave the world one of the hardest street anthems of all time. Bling bling. Yes, that bling bling. The phrase that had everyone, even people with zero ice in their jewelry, talking about their bling. If you've ever used the term bling, you owe BG a thank you. At his peak, he was making millions, selling out shows, and stacking platinum records. Money was flowing, deals were being signed, and life was good, until it wasn't. Chapter 4. Prison bars over rap bars. They say the higher you climb, the harder you fall, and for BG, the fall was devastating. Once a rap superstar known for his gritty lyrics and flashy lifestyle, he found himself trading luxury cars for prison bars. It all unraveled in 2009, when a routine traffic stop in eastern New Orleans turned into a life-changing nightmare. Police found 3 guns in the stolen car he was riding in, 2 of which were reported stolen. Along with the weapons, authorities uncovered loaded magazines and other incriminating items. But BG's downfall wasn't just about illegal firearms, it was about the choices he made after. Rather than owning up to the charges, he pressured Damond Pollard, one of his associates, to falsely claim ownership of the guns. The courts didn't take kindly to obstruction of justice. By 2012, the verdict was in. 14 years in federal prison for gun possession and witness tampering. It wasn't just another slap on the wrist. The judge, Ginger Berrigan, condemned his career, suggesting that his music had contributed to the cycle of violence in New Orleans. Prosecutors even tied him to Telly Hankton and Walter Porter, 2 of the city's most notorious criminals. His lyrics glorifying street life were used against him. With prosecutors arguing he profited off violence, they pushed for a 25-year sentence, but the judge settled on 14 years, calling his career deplorable and sad. BG sat in the courtroom in a jail jumpsuit, appearing in a wheelchair for unknown reasons, a stark contrast to the diamond-encrusted rapper fans once knew. His no-snitch philosophy remained intact. But at what cost? The money slowed, the fame faded, and the once glamorous lifestyle gone. But there was sunshine. Chapter 5, Freedom, but at what cost? In September 2023, BG finally walked out of prison, 11 years older, 11 years wiser, and ready for a comeback. Fans rejoiced, his rap peers welcomed him back, and Birdman even hinted at new music coming soon. But freedom wasn't as simple as hopping back into the game. First, there were legal restrictions. He couldn't be around certain people, he had travel limitations, and every move he made was being watched. Then came new controversies. He was hit with parole violations for an unauthorized Las Vegas concert and an unapproved album release with Gucci Mane. And let's not forget, the rap industry wasn't what it used to be. When BG left, it was all about street anthems and cash money dominance. In 2023, it's a whole new world. TikTok hits, viral dances, and mumble rap. Could BG still compete? You will know the answer later. Chapter 6, BG's net worth. But for now, let's get to the $1 million question, or rather, the $2 million question. BG's net worth in 2024 is estimated at $2 million and, as we move into 2025, it's likely maintaining that figure since there's been no official update. But before jail, he was worth way more. The fall from grace cost him millions, from legal fees to failed investments. The Miami penthouse? Gone. The car collection? Sold off. The steady income? Vanished. Now, he's in rebuild mode. He's working on new music, trying to get back into the industry, and proving he's still got what it takes. News is already surfacing about his comeback. Since his release in 2023, BG has wasted no time jumping back into the game. He's been performing on tour with Gucci Mane, Boozy Badaz, and Kevin Gates, and even reuniting with his Hot Boys crew. In a recent interview, he confirmed that he's been in the studio non-stop, working on 7 albums, with a new single, All Night, already out. He also announced another track featuring Juvenile and Boozy, and hinted at launching his own record label in the near future. Hip-hop loves a comeback story, and if BG plays his cards right, we might just see him back on top. His story is one of success, mistakes, and second chances. He went from the streets to the mansions, from rap stardom to prison, and now he's on the road to redemption. The question is, will he get his bling back, or is the game just too different now? Whatever the game, the signature play wins, right? What do you think? Is BG about to reclaim his spot, or is the rap world moving too fast for him to keep up? Either way, one thing's for sure, he won't give up.